Achievement Test 3. Listening exercises 1 and 2. 1. Linda.
Which appliance could I live without? Well, actually, that's not so difficult to answer. I've just bought a new flat and it has the most beautiful wooden floors everywhere. There isn't one single piece of carpet to clean. So you see, I don't need a vacuum cleaner anymore. Great, isn't it? In fact, I'm trying to get rid of my old one. It's not even that old, really. I bought it a year ago and it's only slightly scratched. You don't need one, do you?
2. James.
What could I live without? Most of these appliances are essential, really, aren't they? I couldn't possibly live without a fridge or a washing machine. They're the most important things. If I have to choose, I suppose I'd say the dishwasher. I do have one, actually, but I live alone and eat out a lot, so I hardly ever use it. It's the least important appliance in my house.
3. Katie.
I don't think I could live without any of them, really. They're all as important as each other. I couldn't possibly live without the fridge, for example. If I didn't have one, life would be unbearable. I eat a lot of organic food, and it's more difficult to keep fresh. I also have to do quite a bit of entertaining at home because of my job, so the fridge is nearly always full. I suppose the least important item would be the iron. Yes, I could live without that. I never iron sheets and towels or T-shirts, that sort of thing. I take all my other clothes to the dry cleaners. In fact, I can't remember the last time I used the iron.
4. Charles.
Well, I definitely couldn't live without the microwave. I'm the worst cook in the world. Absolutely hopeless. I couldn't boil an egg if I tried. I buy pre-packaged food from the supermarket and just pop it into the microwave when I get home. It's the quickest, easiest way of cooking ever invented. So, if I have to choose one thing I could live without, it would have to be the oven, wouldn't it? My flat's got the biggest oven you've ever seen, far bigger than most people would ever need. But I've never used it, not once.
5. Victoria.
I've got 3 young boys under the age of 10, so you can imagine it's hard to say which appliance is less important than any other. I use the washing machine every day, sometimes twice if the kids have been playing football and they come home covered in mud. When I think about my grandmother, she used to do all her washing by hand in the old days, with 4 children. It's the worst thing you can ever imagine, isn't it? But if I had to choose, I suppose it would be the toaster. That I could live without, just about. I've got a good grill in my oven, so I could make toast with that.
6. Margaret.
Well, I'm a cook, a professional cook. I give classes at home, so my oven is my livelihood. The most essential thing in my life. I couldn't possibly live without it, could I? I sometimes have 10 people in my kitchen. The classes for single men are by far the most popular. You wouldn't believe how many of them want to learn to cook these days. They've got tired of eating processed food and takeaways. They want healthier food, don't they? So the dishwasher is also a necessity. There's always piles of washing up to do afterwards. But the one thing I can easily live without is a microwave. In fact, I don't have one, and wouldn't use it if you gave me one. It encourages people to eat pre-prepared food and makes them lazy, don't you think?